That brings us to NBC's Kasie Hunt for more on how this day will play out on her beat on Capitol Hill. And Kasie, first of all, I mean, it is extraordinary to see any Republican defections on an issue like impeachment. What do you expect today? Do you think there will be more Republicans who go on the Cheney side of the ledger and decide that this is a vote, as she said, of conscience and vote yes?
It's extraordinary, Savannah. And yesterday afternoon, Tuesday, I was reporting that between 6 and 12 Republicans were prepared to vote for impeachment. And that was before we heard from Liz Cheney and also from Mitch McConnell. And since then, we've seen people say publicly they could do it. Now, as I'm talking to sources, they are looking at what these other Republicans are saying. There's a thought there may be as many as 30 Republicans who may be willing to break with the president. The anger is just so raw and at the forefront that many of them think they have no other option, Savannah.
And of course, I mean, the vast majority of Republicans will vote against impeachment. That we expect. But let's talk about the signal that came out of the Senate yesterday. Mitch McConnell, the most powerful man in the Senate, maybe the most powerful man in the U.S. right now, reported in the New York Times that he was pleased that impeachment was going forward and that he thought it would be easier then to purge Trump once and for all from the party. This is the kind of thing that does not happen by accident.
That's right, Savannah. It absolutely does not. This is the equivalent of white smoke coming out of Mitch McConnell's office, signaling that he is willing to move forward with this trial in a way that may result in the conviction of President Trump. He's said to potentially be coming down on that side. And if he were to vote to convict President Trump here, it's entirely possible, perhaps even likely, that they would get the 16 other Republicans to vote to convict. And that, of course, would likely also bar President Trump from future office for the rest of his life. So this could be the final action that Republicans in the Senate take as President Trump is on his way out of office.
Well, there's real suspense today. What happens on the Hill? Kasie, thank you very much. Appreciate it.